See all these wires? Yeah, I'm mounting a light bar on my Polaris Scrambler. One thing for the Polaris Scrambler is the battery is right here in the front, so it makes the light bar a lot easier. But if your ATV has the battery under the seat, all you have to do is do the same thing I'm saying to that battery. You'll just have to run the wire up through. Make sure you don't go inside where your exhaust is, because you'll melt the wire. Just find a way to run it up through to your light bar. So as you can see, I have a big mess of wires here, and this is just one of the wire kits they give for a light bar. I'm just trying to untangle these, because I already put it on my ATV to make sure if it worked, and it does, so it's great. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna untangle your light bar first of all. You're gonna wanna find these ends right here. All of these, there should be 4. I'm mounting a double light bar today. But for the single light bar, it's the same thing I'm doing, just 1. So you wanna find all these ends right here. Make sure you got them. And there should be 2 black, 2 red, or 1 black, 1 red. Just get them together, you know? So you got the blacks, and you got the reds. You wanna make sure the 2 blacks should go on the same side of the battery, and the 2 reds should go on the same side of the battery. Okay, as you can see, this is my battery, it's in the front. But if your battery's in the back, you just do the same thing I'm doing. You'll just have to run up the wires through. So as you can see, I have the reds right here. These are both the reds. And this is the red, I believe reds are plus. Yeah, also on your battery, it says minus and plus. Reds, for me, the reds are the plus. For you, I assume the reds are the plus, or reds are always the plus. I'm not sure though, you might wanna check that. So I have the reds right here. So I unscrewed this battery, so I can just slide in both of these reds right here. So that's one of them, both of them. Then you wanna just keep them from sliding out when you tighten up your thing. Then you want to go get both your blacks. Here they are. And one black is going to be connected to this, one black and red is going to be connected to this big relay, I believe it's called. And one of them is going to be connected to this little white plug thing. So you can just follow the red and black wires on the end of those, and I believe you'll find the ends that you put on. And just remember, the ends look like this, and then you just put those on. Doesn't matter which one first or not, and you just tighten that, make sure it don't come out. Mine are good. Yep, so that's the first step. So after you do that, if you do have the on and off switch already on there, if it came with it, it should be lighting up. If it's not lighting up, you did something wrong. Maybe you put the red on the black side or something like that. Let's see, and then you click it. Now it's green. And that's how that works. So after I installed this, I discovered that this light stays on even when you turn it off. But I read some things and I researched it, and apparently this would take so long to drain all your battery. Okay guys, so this is a week later. My battery hasn't like died or shown signs of it being low from the LED light on, but it actually has been annoying me. So I found these accessory little cords that probably are on your four-wheeler. I can't tell you exactly where they are. I can tell you where they are on the 2014 Polaris Scrambler. And for Polaris, they are right here. They're these little orange with white lines down it. Those are the accessory cords, I guess, and you can use that to turn this LED button off. See, I turn it with my key, I turn it on, and my key off. But if you don't use this part, if you use the battery, it'll always stay on. See, my four-wheeler is off right now, but it's always gonna be on. So you can use these little orange accessory clips right here, and you can just find a way to get it in one of these. I don't know, I'll figure it out. And this is the wire coming from that little plastic white little piece, and it's the one that's closer to the switch, so it's kind of easy to tell. It's that one. The other one is for the light bar, but you want to take that one that's closer to your switch and put it in there, not the other ones. And it's only one red wire, that's all it is. So what I just did is I just stuck it in there really far, and it seems to work, and it's really in there good, and it won't come out. So when I turn my key off, this light turns off. Kind of nice. Yeah, so I just wrapped it up with electrical tape, as you can see, and it works just fine. There we go. And okay, so the next step is to get this thing and this thing. Make sure they're in a place where they won't melt or any of that. And you see this thing has a hole on it, and you can like drill a hole, or mine already has these little things that hold the plastics on, so I'll probably just put mine like this somewhere. Where's everything else? This one's almost off. I'll just put it on like that, maybe right here. No, that won't work. I'd have to put it in here somewhere. Well, I'll find a place for it. You just don't want to leave it all loose and laying around. So after you get all those on, you want to find the end pieces. And both the end pieces, these pieces connect to the light. Okay, so after doing that, you're gonna figure out how you want to mount your light bars, or a light bar, it doesn't matter. Just figure out where you want to mount it and mount it there before we start the next part. So I've decided a place where I'll probably mount my light bar, and that's right in the front right here, like that. They're not gonna look so sideways though. So I've put the lights where I want to mount them, and I'm just about to screw in the final screw, and they look good how they are. Yep. Then we'll connect the ends to the wiring. So this is what they'll look like. I have two sets, one that comes out of here and then one that comes out way over here from this wire. But maybe you're just installing a single light, so you'll only have like one of these, or you'll just have one of these. But even if you have to, you don't have to use both. So you can just like tape off one. So now, as you can see, there's black and white. There's no black and red. I assume some of them have black and red, but for this one it has black and white for some reason. So what you want to do is you just always want to take this end with the black and put it into the black. Black always goes to black. And take the red and put it into the white. That's what I did, and it worked. So yeah, that's what you want to do. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. So at this point, you've connected your light bars to the battery, or your light bar wires to the battery, and you've made sure your button turns off and on, and there's a light right here, that means it's working. And then you have to go and find your ends in this wire mess. They give you so much extra wire. For you, it won't be as much extra wire, but since my battery's in the front, it is so much extra wire. And you get these, and one of these goes to one light bar. It's not, you don't plug one into this and then use one of this and do that into the same light bar. No, this goes into that one, and this goes into that one, or this goes into that, or this goes into that. It doesn't matter. So if you have your wire like this, you're like, I can't tell if it's white or black. Just try to slide this thing down a little and see, like I see this side's black and I can see this side's white. So all you want to do is you want to you see this black wire? It doesn't matter which one you slide it into. Like see, there's two, let me get it to focus. So as you can see, there's two holes, two right here and two on this side. For the black, make sure you plug it into the black one, But it doesn't matter if you plug it into this hole or that hole. They're both the same. But make sure you plug the black into the black and the red into the red, or maybe the red is a white, so plug it into the white. So I'm gonna start pushing this in to this, like that. See, mine doesn't fit, so what you might want to do is grab like a nail or something like that and make the holes a little bigger like this. Not too much bigger, but just enough. Like that. So now I have the black and I'm plugging the black side into the black. Okay, one other thing that you're gonna want to do is I forgot to do is you want to take the some of the rubber wire off the end so it connects better. That was the only problem that I was having. Like this. You just want to push it all the way down. Try to get it in as far as it goes. There we go. Now mine's all the way down. There, it's connected. And now you just want to take the red side and just plug it, do the same thing. This could be a little difficult, but just keep trying. So after you make sure both of these are in like that, you can get like something to clamp around. The seal thing right here. There we go, that's the red one. Okay, so I got all my extra wires bundled up into a little ball so they're not everywhere and don't get stuck in weird places. And I'm actually gonna put a bag over them and wrap it too so they don't get wet and stuff. Alright, so I got all my extra wires in a bag under the hood of the four-wheeler. Okay, so now I got everything right there and it's zip tied on, so that's not going anywhere. And I also have this zip tied on here, so it's not going anywhere. So I have the light bars now to where I wanted, so now I'm just shrink wrapping these or something. That's what this does. Hopefully it works. Make sure you don't melt it too much. And now, after you do that, you want to put electrical tape all over this. Let me see if it's on. Yep, so that one is on. And now I'm just gonna do the same exact thing for this one. And then your light bar should be mounted and it should work. So after I did that, I put it back in. Now you wanna clamp down really hard so this wire can't come out. Then after that, where is the electrical? Then you want to make sure those two wires don't touch. So you do want to wrap just that single wire in electrical tape, so it does not touch the other wire, because that would circulate it out, I believe. Use a lot of electrical tape. You won't regret it, unless you have to take it off. But you know, maybe try not to do that. So I finished wiring up all these right here, and as you can see, when I click the on button, they both turn on. So that's awesome. So guys, this is without the light bar. This is high beams. This is sorry guys. This is without the light bar. This is low beams, and this is high beams. Now I'll turn both of them off, and I will do the light bar. So the light bar is definitely worth it, in my opinion. I'll turn them off and switch it one more time. You can see the difference. You can barely even see that tree on low beams. But with the light bar, I'm gonna leave the camera in the same spot. It's ridiculous. That is how you install a Zmoon or any cheap light bar or even expensive one. I don't know. This was $30 though. Came with the wiring kit for 2 light bars, 2.7 or 6.5 inch, I believe. And yeah, that's it. And this is the last part. I've decided to stick the button right here. Looks very nice and it's very sturdy. The stuff is really sticking.